This is going to be something.
It will be something. Hello.
Hello.
Y'all ready for this? Because we're probably not.
I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. I hope you guys know how much effort is put into this, in general.
The book first, I wonder.
So, you might notice from the weird stuff on the left side, that, like, this is actually from, a Wii. This is not an emulator. And by that, even just single bit of information, it's pretty ridiculous to even see this, even at this particular quality. I actually can do things off the console at like really high-end fidelity. This is on the Wii. You got my little Wii thing that's it's got a delay to it. I'm not quite sure if that's just the Wii or me like watching this through OBS, but so let me just tell you the Ouroboros that I have for this. First of all, computer. That's what I'm streaming on. That's what it's hooked up to. That's how I can see you guys. Computer.
Hi.
Then it has an internal capture card. That one's not super important. You can do pretty much anything that has a HDMI input. And you'd be like, the Wii doesn't have an HDMI input. And I'm like, I know. So, that is having a double-sided male HDMI cord from the input of the capture card to a SCART to HDMI converter. What is SCART? Does not matter. You guys don't have to worry about what a SCART is. Then it is that converter to a SCART male to the Wii male, so it can like hook up into the back of a Wii. And then the Wii itself is hard modded. So it can do a whole bunch of stuff, but this is legitimately just the disc. It was sent over as a gift. Glass, if you wanted to explain the details of that. If not, we can just move on.
Christmas. It's a thing. Sent Piph for Christmas.
And that's how you are able to see this glorious game. And how I can actually play it very high quality and with very little delay. It's pretty cool. I guess we should get started. I don't know anything about this game.
Don't even know anything really about Agatha Christie.
I have seen the movie, actually, surprisingly. It's a good movie. Train.
Train.
my son's antics don't disturb you.
Madam, were it in my power to sentence him to 30 days hard labor, they would not disturb me in the slightest.
Smashing day for it. Holiday?
No.
No.
No, that's a woman that wants to be left alone so badly.
Oh, Leslie. It isn't true. Oh, beg pardon, ma'am.
Miss.
Yes, of course, yes. Have to be, wouldn't it?
Are you guys getting good volume? Is it a little too hard to hear? I can try to change some things.
I did have to turn it up on Discord.
Yeah, I should probably,
Bro, you're going too fast. Speed limit's 50. Bro!
Damn fool. I suppose I'll be expected to tend to his wounds after he piles up, if I don't feel that. No one injured at least. No apparent damage to the cars. Young fool must lead a charmed life.
That's the lot. My money's on the servants. The servant's usually always the guilty one in the end.
Oz, if you want to join, it's open.
Welcome to Sticklehaven, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Davis, the harbour master.
Yes, I'm Davis the Harbour Master. That's me.
That's me right there.
Yes, I'm the Harbour Master. Yes.
Sorry. Waiting for me.
That's everyone then. The
It
other boys
does.
are already on board the boat there.
I turned them on.
Blimey. It must be him. In the flesh.
All set, Narracot.
Ready, sir.
Right. I'll leave it to you then. Sea's calm. Should be a pleasant crossing. If you leave now, there's a squall coming. I can smell it.
Why is it called Shipwreck Island?
Well, the weather can turn nasty quickly. There are many submerged rocks, lots of wrecks hereabouts, and that big rock at the tip is said to resemble a beached schooner. The locals call it Ship Rock.
You're not from around these parts, then, Mr. Narracot?
No, sir, I'm not.
It'll never work.
What? It'll never, ma'am?
Hello, it's me.
If you would be so good as to follow that path up to the house, my wife will show you to your rooms. I
My
expect
name
you
is
all like
Deborah
to freshen up after your
Downer.
journey.
Where's Fred? Under the weather. I took his place.
You'd be the brother then. I see the resemblance. Will you help me with the bags?
Yes. I've been hoping to get a look at the house.
Chapter 1. 10 little sailor boys went out to dine. One choked his little self, and then there were 9.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for your assistance, Mr. Narracot. Everything and everyone nicely in place. I must say, I don't much like these clouds. I expect you should be heading back without delay.
Told you there's subtitles.
Yeah, now there are.
Now it begins. Don't worry, Fred. I won't let you down. Just a drizzle.
Just a drizzle? That's a downpour, man. That's like a downpour noise.
Can we go like back to the
I can't hear you over the rain.
options? Speaky.
I have nothing more to say to him.
Wow, okay.
This house looks as sturdy as a fortress. I should return to my boat to retrieve some supplies before I begin any real investigating.
I must admit, the time period of wherever this is supposed to take place is already a little confusing because this man looks like he's just in like the most basic modern day getup. But then like so many other people were dressed in like the most like Edwardian style clothing. Is this man a time
Scuttle.
traveler?
I wonder who would have done such a thing. Damn thing's wrecked. No chance of returning to the mainland now. Scuttled. The sea looks daunting. Wouldn't want to be caught out there without a good motor.
Oh, goodness gracious, no.
Oh, no. Sorry.
No, I wouldn't want that.
Sorry, I didn't click on the... Wait.
No. These rocks are too precarious to climb. I'd better stick to the path.
Yeah, sorry about that. Clumsy of me, truly.
No. Just a drizzle, he said. Sir?
Narracott, you gave me quite a turn.
Taking a stroll, Mr. Moss.
Just a short constitutional before dressing for dinner.
Oh, I don't get to pick with that. Alright. Sun's coming close. Drizzle is about to turn ugly. Strange time for a walk, don't you think?
Strange time for a walk, don't you think?
I might ask you the same question.
I just got here and I was trying to get things for my boat that got fucking turned over. Thank you very much,
That
sir.
storm's closing in. This drizzle's about to turn ugly.
Yes, looks beastly.
Beastly? For the Wii?
No.
What's that you're carrying?
This? Just some paper and string I found on the beach. Roger seems like a tartar for order and cleanliness. Thought I'd help out.
Terribly nice of you.
Well, I'm heading to the house. If I were you, I'd do the same. Won't do to get caught out here when the brunt of this storm hits.
I'll be along directly, Mr. Marsden.
Yes, of course, old boy. Whatever you say.
That was rather odd behavior. I should return to the house. Without my boat, I'm as trapped here as any of the guests. Surely an upstanding chap like Rogers wouldn't turn me out.
An upstanding chap.
Chop. What a standing little chap.
How dreadful.
I should tell Rogers about my little boat misfortune.
Rogers, my little boat had a misfortune. Rogers!
Rogers, my little boat.
Mr. Narracott, why are you still on the island?
Someone scuttled my boat.
Scuttled? Wrecked, you mean? But who on earth would do such a thing?
I intend to find out.
But that means, who will come for us on Monday?
Unless this storm lets up, no one.
Dear me, dear me. Come in, come in. You'll catch your death out here.
Loading.
Please wait. Please.
Please.
It's all we have.
I must help my wife prepare dinner. I'll have her fix you up something in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Where he's going to sleep, I'll never know. Ethel won't like this one bit.
Throughout and then there were none sections of play will appear requiring the use of the Wii Remote. These segments are not specifically explained. However, the method for the use of the Wii Remote is in the instructions.
In these instances is part of the puzzle.
For example, to open door handles, you must hold the A button while twisting the Wii Remote as if turning a doorknob. You know how those doorknobs usually have an A button you need to hold down? You know the ones. So this was also for the PC.
This is a port from the PC.
I shouldn't do that. I need to have my wits about me.
Goodness gracious, no, I wouldn't want to
I
do
shouldn't
that.
do that. I need to have my wits about me. No need to call unnecessary attention to my snooping.
I have 3 drink glasses and an oversized cocktail shaker.
Oh.
It's got power, but it still doesn't seem to be working.
I'm doing something. I'm playing video game thing. What did I get? Is it a lighter? It's a sort of box of matches. A pack of matches, excuse me. Pack of matches.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Oh boy.
I copied the contents into my notebook. I copied the contents.
Oh, all individually, huh?
I copied the contents in. I
think he just says that. So I'm glad that they changed it to Sailor Boys.
Oh, is it something else?
Originally it was 10 Little Indians.
Oh.
I believe. Maybe, like, in the original that wasn't the case.
Hmm.
You're shot, Judge.
Yes. You haven't left me much, I confess.
I knew judges listened to confessions. I never knew they made them as well.
Oh, some judges may have cause. Some doctors as well, I expect.
Oh.
May I ask you a question?
You'll spoil the shot if you're not careful.
No, you're just gonna spoil a shot. Stop it.
May I interrupt for a moment?
I can't talk and play, Mr. Narracott. Right now, I prefer to play.
Sir, it is not your turn.
Locked.
Ah, this play takes place 1939. So he still looks just so
tightly
modern,
locked.
you know, but I guess I could see it a little better.
It's a different kind of game than pool or billiards or 8-ball or whatever the flip.
Interesting painting. Birds don't appeal to me, but someone here certainly fancies them.
I don't like birds. Birds are smelly.
The door is locked. An upstairs-downstairs type of thing, I imagine.
I don't know what that means. What the hell does that mean? This door is locked. Must be an upstairs-downstairs sort of thing. What?
Pip, don't you know that is the door to upstairs, downstairs? It's
Never
that sort
heard
of
of
thing,
it.
Piff.
Fresh flowers. Quite pretty.
I'll be taking one of these, thank you very much. I have gotten walking stick with a bare head handle. Uh-oh.
That isn't going to help. This is neither the time nor the place.
Alright.
Downstairs for servants. Why do you mention up? Like the up? Is this the
It's
upstairs?
a rather ostentatious
I guess
painting.
I guess
can't
this is
see
British.
anything
So
of
like
interest.
the first
A radiator.
floor.
You can't have enough of
upstairs.
them, really.
So to go through doors, I do have to hold down A and turn the Wii remote.
Imagine like you're playing Amnesia: The Dark
Place for
Descent,
everything, and everything
but
in its place.
you can't even see the thing you're opening too well.
A place for everything and everything in its place.
I know this set piece.
10 little sailor boys. Charming.
No.
It's not about to be charming.
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 It's not about to be.
Charming.
Bro.
Charming.
Bro.
Charming.
Oh, hello, dears.
Are you here for Agatha Christie?
Imagine if I said no. I'm here for NASCAR.
NASCAR. A lantern without batteries.
It's called a torch?
But they called it a flashlight in the inventory.
Huh?
Yeah.
This game's made by Americans. Something's wrong.
Why do I get the feeling that we're gonna have a lot of weird overlap between what is supposed to be the British way of doing it and the American way?
Oh, Kenzie's watching. Hello, Kenzie.
Hello? You are also more than welcome to join in if you'd
Never
like.
work, I tell you.
Never.
We should never have agreed. A house party only a week after we arrived? And no other help?
Ethel, calm yourself.
You promised
Of course
me.
your name's
Never
Ethel.
again, you said.
How was I to know? Oh, Mr. Narracott. Ethel will be preparing you a meal in here once the guests are served.
Mr. Apple. Mr. Apricot. Mr. Paracot. Mr. Ascot.
Mister.
Mr. Read all about it.
I'm
Trapped
taking
on an
this.
island. Oh, you steal it? That's
Of course. This is the way of a point-and-click adventure game.
Yeah, I guess everything belongs to you now.
It's a
not fucking
sturdy
nailed
cast
down.
iron stove. Mr. Rogers, I was wondering if I might have a word.
Please don't interfere with my duties. It could mean the sack.
It's a nice kitchen, though.
Is that a sex thing? Is that an upstairs downstairs sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. Is that a little butter
It's a press.
churner?
Looks like it can hold quite a large amount of fruit.
Oh, you're gonna have to put all the fruits in your basket and bring them over.
I collected all of the fruits and put them in the press. The clue comes from the juice.
Plunder. You are
I don't need to lug this around with me.
As opposed to everything else, you know.
I don't need it. And I'm no pack rat.
Eh?
You're not?
No need to call
oh, bro,
unnecessary.
you're not gonna get very far.
In this line of work, you gotta be, bud.
He says as he
It's a
just
full
picks
sack of
something
flour.
up.
I like that fucking sack of flour really looks like the same texture as the flour sacks in Morrowind.
You know, I actually have such a soft spot for
Minigame.
old. I have a soft spot for like old computer game backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're just starting to try to make the 3D look decent.
3D.
Although this one might just be low budget, but it gives off the similar vibe.
Yeah. You could stick your head in, Piph.
I don't know what the controls are. I'm waving,
But you
I'm
have,
turning.
that's part of the puzzle.
That's
Do you
I-
you scoop?
I'm moving it. I'm moving it back and forth, up and down, side to side, turning it, twisting it, hitting the A button. That doesn't seem
Shake
to
it.
do anything. That doesn't
Shaking
seem
it
to
out.
do
There
anything.
must be a tutorial for flour get that we don't have yet.
Wait, I have the instruction manual.
Hold down button and move.
I tried holding down the A button. That didn't do anything.
B.
B just made me
Trigger?
leave the place.
Mm.
Alright, in-game puzzles. At times you will come across in-game puzzles that require you to perform various motions with a Wii remote. For example, the flower scooper. I'm here. An image of a flower scooper along a sack of flour will appear. The objective is to scoop flour out of the sack to retrieve the hidden item inside. Several scooping motions with the Wii remote will reveal the hidden item. That's it. That's all they say.
Uh-oh.
Things aren't looking good for the home team.
Alright. we might be stuck. But we'll continue trying different Wii motions. Maybe I need to like scoop? Scoop? Oh, I got it. I'm going towards the screen to get it. I'm scooping.
Maybe
I
like
need
just
a-
do like a U motion?
U.
Yeah, like a really long U.
U.
Like a Wii U.
Man, like nothing's moving either. I'm getting
Yeah,
no
there's
feedback.
No indicator. Okay, maybe we should go and see if we can get the flower scoop tutorial in game, and maybe that'll unlock the ability to do it.
I don't think there is a tutorial. The game said it is not. The game said that these things are part of the puzzle.
Oh Jesus!
You have to interpret
Oh,
what it's supposed to
Jesus.
be.
I'm holding on various buttons and moving wildly.
Wildly.
Let's try like slowly. More like a flick, like a hit. Oh!
Oh! Nice burden!
There are some batteries buried under here.
For your flashlight torch?
So I was doing it too slowly, was the thing.
Oh, of course. You needed to be wild and reckless.
The larder is very
Reckless
well stocked.
abandon. The larder.
The larder is very well stocked.
Yeah, he's got
See,
some fake British
you say things like the larder, but then you call the flashlight a flashlight. Make up your mind. Are you an American trying to convince us you're British? Are you a spy?
That's crazy. What if he's a spy, Glass?
Okay, what?
What if he's a spy?
How do I do this? Oh, wait,
The
this?
combine symbol, maybe?
If I
Is that
maybe
a combine symbol?
click on this.
I can't take that apart.
Oh, that's a take apart thing?
You've got to put
Let's
the
hope that
batteries
holds.
into the flashlight.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Okay.
oh, that's a weird system. But you did it. You did it. You did it. Hooray!
Turkey baster.
Ah!
Combined?
Et voila.
What language is this game?
Now he's trying to be French.
I don't
He's
think
definitely
you
a
guys.
spy. He knows too many languages. Kill him.
I don't think you guys understand what I just did.
I don't.
No.
I just filled the turkey baster with flour.
Wait, what?
Oh, you gotta use it to dust for clues.
Oh, of course.
I
Of
can't get them
course.
to fit.
Oh, I can't get them to fit. So he obviously can't be American because he knows a language other than American.
There is no cause for that.
New cause for that.
Of course.
Alright, so I got the flour and the batteries into the right spot.
I don't need it.
I
I don't need to.
I do.
The larder is very well stocked.
The larder.
The larder. Yeah?
I'll need to wait until the weather lets up a bit. The refrigerator hardly seems large enough for a house of this size.
That's true.
Copper pots, just as I'd expect.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, sorry for sounds. It's not my intention.
Such devastation.
Ah, classic door
Oh,
sound.
classic door sound, yeah.
Classic door sound, I missed you.
What am I, a pack rat?
I'm not a pack rat, he says, picking up random
So
batteries
many
from a
things.
flour sack.
He's just picking up everything. There was like 3 things in this room. It's like, it's loose and could fit in my pocket. Brilliant.
Mine belongs to the American now.
Apparently, he's in denial.
This guy's just
I
going
copied
through
the contents
psychosis
into
the
my
whole game.
notebook.
Oh.
Small packet of sewing needles.
Nothing else to see about that. I copied the contents into my notebook. I can't see anything of interest.
Not
Nothing else to see
interesting.
about that. I see nothing remarkable. Nothing else to see about that.
I'm learning new mechanics every single time that, like, anything comes around. I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh, you can
because
look at
that's
something?
part of the puzzle, Piph.
Oh, yeah, the mechanic puzzles, I see. Guests. Docs. Documents. That's what they mean by docs.
Rogers letter. Rogers. Miss Owen and I will be giving a little house party this weekend. Only 8 guests. I'm sure you'll manage. The larder is well stocked, and this crowd shouldn't give too much trouble. We'll arrive early Friday so that Miss Owen can draw up a suitable menu. Hang on to the accompanying package for me. It is a gramophone record. I want to play it for my guests. Ulrich Norman Owen. Sorry, his last and middle name. Blech. Miss Owen and I will be detained in London this evening. Please do the best you can in our absence. My good lady tells me she wanted the roast for dinner, with potatoes and vegetables, and the treacle tart for dessert. You'll find everything you need in the pantry, and serve drinks afterwards in the front parlor. You already have the gramophone record. Please play the side labeled "Hello." Once everyone is comfortably settled in the parlor, we'll be along as soon as possible. Ulrich Norman Owen. So he's totally not setting up an actual, like, murder mystery party.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I just thought it would be fun. You know, just get a little murder.
It's a painting of a flower. Looks like a water lily.
Water lily?
Water lilies tend to be toxic.
What? He likes birds. He likes flowers. Oh, purple soap. Wow. Oh, purple everything. That looks like poison.
Really, just nothing up here? Alright.
Not even the soap? Maybe in the cupboard? This is so Art Deco looking. Oh.
I'm sure, like, something else will be here later.
Mm-hmm. Like a murder gun? Are water lilies actually toxic? Probably. Hang on, let's find out.
Maybe combine water with something. Oh, wait, I have, like, some, like,
Water
shot
lilies
glasses.
are poisonous, though they have used it as an herbal remedy for muscle aches and nutrition. Water lilies
That doesn't
provide
make sense.
platforms for... Yeah, they're poison.
This is neither the time nor the place.
They contain an alkaloid called nuferin in almost all of their parts. The European ones are especially inedible. Yeah, most lilies are toxic, especially to cats. Cats can get fairly sick if they eat the leaves or petals of lilies. They can get extremely sick. Not fairly, like dead in a matter of hours sick.
Would you just look at all these silk sheets? All embroidered GS. I'll bet that was that actress who used to live here. I've dropped them on this filthy floor.
What you
That's a shame. Well,
I'm off.
Can I give you a hand, Mrs. Rogers?
Thank you, Mr. Narracott. You seem like a good sort.
I'm sorry to do that to your boat.
Is that just
I
in
didn't
my
mean to
inventory?
scuttle your poor little boat.
No, I did not. It's not in my inventory.
I'm much too busy to gossip just now.
She knows.
Well, I solved the scoop puzzle.
You did.
There's a lot of doors here. Oh no, it's
Nice.
circular.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's circular. There's so many doors.
Okay, was this the door that I came
I can't open it. It's locked.
Oh,
I'm scared.
Another bathroom.
Rich people sure do like to shit.
Here I am again on my own.
Someone mind me catching up there. Someone mind catch me up on the mystery so far. Gotta be honest. It's really early and weed.
Okay, so you are, I don't know what profession you are, but you're a guy who got invited
I don't think going through that would help.
to...
Either he's innocent,
Well-
in which case I'd be grossly invading his privacy, or he's guilty, and surely wouldn't be daft enough to leave any evidence in his luggage.
Okay, you're a guy who maybe wasn't, I don't know, you're a guy who made his way to this island where a bunch of people have been invited for a party. And while you were going outside to get something before the storm hit, your boat got scuttled by a mysterious individual. So you have to stay overnight for the party. So you're,
He's totally
I copied the
not like
contents
an
into my
investigator or something.
Yeah.
Totally not.
I
And
don't even know what your name is. Mr.
Nothing out of order in
Nacron?
here. best not
they
take
they at
anything,
least called him
I'm sure he
Mr.
would notice.
Nascot or something.
Narcot? No, that's narcotics. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd best not take that. He might
I-
need it and would certainly notice its absence.
I believe it's
I'd
Nascot.
best not take that.
Okay. Scissors. Mr. Doctor.
And they were like, "Are you Fred?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm his brother. Fred
Nothing out
couldn't
of order
make
in
it."
here.
Oh.
This is neither the time. I don't think that's appropriate.
I'll take his medicine and drink it.
Locked.
Damn.
A classic.
It's locked fast.
You heard him.
Locked 2.0.
This lock is going supersonic.
My wife is indisposed, not receiving visitors today.
Your wife, sir?
What?
Your wife?
My wife, yes. Leslie. I'm sorry, my boy. I was wool gathering
Aww.
miles away. My apologies. Must dress for dinner now. Send my orderly to me if you will. No, that's not right. What was I thinking? I must get ready for dinner now.
Damn.
Dang, dude, that's so many dots.
Oh, scary. My wife. What a cute bed. Oh.
I was about ready to watch him just drop dead right then and there.
Yeah.
I left orders not to be disturbed.
I'm busy being having memory issues.
Yes? Oh, Mr. Narracott, I had a question for you. Have you heard anything in Sticklehaven about this house being set up as a guest house?
No, Miss Brent.
No. Mrs. Rogers hasn't either. And who are the Owens?
I haven't met them yet.
Would it surprise you to learn neither have Mr. and Mrs. Rogers? It's odd. Very odd. If you'll excuse me, Mr. Narracott, I must make dinner preparations.
That is a nice banister, damn.
Trying to see if I can also peep through a hole. None.
It wouldn't do well to do that to a lady's room now, Piph.
Even if she was very guilty.
Oh, Mr. Narcott, I thought that you'd left us.
Someone scuttled my boat.
Oh,
that's
lady, that dress
dreadful.
ain't well fitting.
Surely the harbour master will send another boat when you're missed.
Not in this
No
storm,
one
I'm
will
afraid.
miss me.
And even
She
then,
looks like
it
she's
won't be
from the
reported.
80s.
Why
Yeah.
ever not?
My brother. He knew I might not be immediately back.
I'm terribly sorry for your trouble. The Owens should be arriving shortly. I'm sure you can get a ride back in that boat. If you'll excuse me, I must get ready for dinner.
I can look through
The
this
model,
video.
the model for her hair was not very well sculpted. It was just kind of stuck onto her head like a fucking Lego man. Oh, bang bang! Ooh, shiny.
You waiting to get got, sir? You just gonna sit there, wait to see if
Narcos?
someone gets got?
You'd be long gone by now.
My detestable
storm's getting
son,
pretty
narcotics.
Somebody scuttled my boat.
I saw Blore watching you like a hawk eyes its dinner. Could it have been him?
Possibly.
Any idea why?
I'd rather not say.
Suit yourself. I'd better get ready for dinner.
Yeah, this guy's a bit of a freak. Whoa.
This
Wow.
clock has stopped.
What time?
Suspicious.
Ooh, nice bathroom.
This window leads out to the balcony. A radiator. You can't have enough of them, really.
It's an ugly fucking shower curtain, dude.
Yeah, they did not stitch that skin together very nicely.
Towel racks.
You're
Brass,
right.
by the look of them.
Why is he so
Towel
interested in what
racks.
type of metal
Brass,
things
by
are?
the look of them.
Maybe that's just like his thing, you know? You know how some
It's
people just
locked
kind of
fast.
get like very like
Tile and marble.
overly
Quite
specific about
expensive
certain
from the look
things.
of it.
I suppose.
Tile
Yes,
and
it's just
marble.
metal.
Quite expensive from the look of it. Tile and marble. Quite expensive from the look of it.
Or maybe he's
Tile
scoping
and
out the
marble.
joint to see what he can steal.
He has been taking quite a few things. Except for that one thing which... Phew. What are you, a pack rat?
I can't take this.
Polished marble spheres and some books. Nothing worth investigating further.
It had to be used as a murder weapon.
A radiator.
I wouldn't know
You
anything
can't have
about
enough of
that.
them, really.
And so he begins selling radiators on the black market.
Hi?
Once a bent copper, always a bent copper. Right, Fred?
You're talking through your hat.
Yeah.
You were the Purcell gang's inside man on the force, not my brother.
Your brother? Don't try to kid me, Fred. There's still a handsome reward out for you.
Fred is my brother. I'm Patrick Fane.
No
Well,
reason for me
Patrick
to
Fane.
believe you that I can see. There's still a big reward out for Fred Fane.
You scuttled my boat to trap me here.
You recognized me, too. I saw it in your eyes.
Only because Davis showed Fred the passenger list yesterday. I came in my brother's place. We didn't think you might mistake me for him. Fred is 8 years older than me. Look closely, Blore.
You do look young. I noticed that. Thought it must be the sea air.
You were taking the Purcells' bribes for years. After the Landor case, people began to ask questions. The Purcells needed what the Yank detective novels call a fall guy. My brother was framed. You were in the clear.
Your whole story sounds like a detective novel.
I've never stopped trying to clear Fred's name and put you in Dartmoor prison where you belong.
Whoa.
Thanks to your greed, I may now have that chance.
Maybe you're Patrick, maybe you're Fred. I don't know, and I don't much care. You're either a criminal, or you've been harboring one all these years. I wonder what my fellow guests will think of that. Go on, Mr. Narracott. Hop it. I need to prepare for dinner.
I like how they all end the
That
same
sounds like
line,
a
no
dinner
matter
bell.
how serious what they had to say was. Who's Agatha Christie? Agatha Christie is the woman who wrote this book.
Mr. Narracott,
She's a
Story.
we are not prepared for your
very
presence at dinner.
famous
Yeah.
I would be
mystery
most happy to
author.
deliver you a sandwich
Here,
later
let
this
me see
evening.
what-
If that will do.
That will be fine, Rogers. Thank you.
Excellent. Now, if you will
Yeah,
excuse
she-
me, I must get to serving.
By all means.
She's written so many
hear them all in the dining room
murder
chat.
mysteries and
I
mystery
can't
novels.
quite make out what they're saying. This might be a good time to explore the house more thoroughly.
She's actually Dame Agatha Mary Clarissa Christie, Lady Malouin. An English writer known for her 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections,
Copper pots,
particularly those
just as
revolving
I'd
around
expect.
fictional detectives Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. She also wrote the world's longest running play, the murder mystery The Mousetrap, which has been performed in the West End since 1952.
Hey, Piph.
Well,
I copied the contents into my notebook.
You know, he kind of does look a little bit like Patrick.
a little. Patrick does look like an everyman.
But he also has the same sort of coloration.
Yeah. Armstrong's letter. Dear Dr. Armstrong, you came highly recommended to me by your esteemed college colleague, Dr. William Withersby of Harley Street?
Yeah, Harley Street.
I have a good favor to ask. A great favor. It's just a good one. It's a fine favor.
It's just good.
It's alright.
My wife's health appears to be deteriorating. She has for many years now been plagued by arthritis of a very severe sort, and more recently I have observed short bouts of uncontrollable muscle spasms I am unable to explain. Yet she won't hear of seeing a doctor. I was very much hoping you would join a little weekend house party we have planned for August 8th at our house on Shipwreck Island on South Devon, in South Devon. If you are
Amenable.
amenable, what?
It's amenable.
Alright.
Yeah, amenable.
A
A boat will call for you.
Sticklehaven.
It's yeah.
Stickle?
Sticklehaven.
Sticklehaven to ferry you the short distance to our little hideaway. Please accept the enclosed cachet of
Check.
of 200 pounds as a small initial retainer. I know you will be able to help her. I promise you your efforts will not go unrewarded. Sincerely, U.N. Owen. I've seen this name in other places. Maybe
It's Ulrich Norman Owen.
UNO was her.
Yeah. Well, you want to take this, Oz?
Oh, okay. Mr. Henry Blore, as an ex-CID man and now private detective, you come highly recommended to me. It is my wife's jewels, you see. She simply won't keep them locked in the safe, and this house party we have coming up has got me worried. I can tell you. Your instructions are as follows. Number 1, join the house party my wife and I are giving on the weekend of August 8th on Shipwreck Island off of Sticklehaven. 2, pose as a guest and keep your eyes on the other guests. Dr. Edward Armstrong, a Harley Street man, quite well thought of, I believe. Emily Brent, a spinster lady of strong moral beliefs. Vera Claythorne, my wife's new secretary. Philip Lombard, something of an adventurer, I believe. General Mackenzie, a retired military man. Anthony Marston, the sportsman, younger son of a minor dukedom, a long way from any worthwhile title or any worthwhile occupation from the sound of him. Judge Walgrave, recently retired, supposed to be an absolute tyrant in the courtroom. A rum lot if you ask me, but they are my wife's guests, so I am stuck with them. There is also a butler and a housekeeper by the name of Thomas and Ethel Rogers. We hired them through the Regina Agency in Plymouth. They seem trustworthy enough, but who knows. 3, keep an eye on them all, and the jewels I'm sure my wife will have on display at every possible opportunity. I've enclosed what I understand is your standard retainer. If the weekend goes without incident, there will be a sizable bonus as well. Yours truly, Ulrich Norman Owen.
Ulrich.
Uno!
And there were one. Can I take things now?
I don't need to lug this around.
Ugh. But I want to listen through the door.
Aha! With my ear against the door, the conversation becomes quite clear.
Wine, Doctor?
No, thank you, Rogers. I never touch alcohol. Except for sterilizing wounds or instruments, of course.
I tried to collect some apples from an orchard on the island, but a bee stung me. I'm afraid I dropped the basket and ran. No need to apologize. I myself am dreadfully allergic to bees, wasps, hornets. I'm sorry to hear there are bees here. Oh, you must take care. There's all sorts of those bee house things. What do you call it?
An apiary.
Oh, I thought that was for monkeys. Miss Claythorne, we've never met, but I do seem to recall your name.
Oh?
Yes, from when I stayed at that stuffy old hotel near St. Trednick. Do you know it?
No. No, I don't think so.
Really? How extraordinary. I was so shocked.
Narracott says he's not Fred Fane, but his brother. It may well be, but he bears watching.
He seems like such a nice man.
They said the same thing about Stevenson, the child murderer. I confess I've never met our host, Mr. Owen. What kind of a man is he? Rogers?
We haven't seen the Owens either, sir. We were only engaged a week ago by letter, and asked to make the house ready.
So no one has actually met the Owens.
How extraordinary.
I, for one, will have some sharp questions for the Owens when they do arrive.
Sorry, the noise.
It's a sturdy cast-iron stove. I should come back later, when the conversation has progressed some.
Yeah, and then I should,
Door.
I'm going somewhere.
It won't help my brother if I'm drowned in the storm.
I'm drowned in the storm.
Help! Help! I'm drowned!
The billiards pool table thingy is open now? I don't know if that does anything. Can I snoop in people's rooms now?
Maybe. He did say you could get a better look at things while people were away.
What was that one guy's room that was really angry at me because there was a thing that I was trying to grab but got interrupted?
Oh. It was the evil man.
Evil.
Nothing out of order in here. I don't need to lug this around with me. I don't think going through that would help. Either he's innocent, in which case I'd be grossly invading his privacy, or he's guilty, and surely wouldn't be daft enough to leave any evidence in his luggage.
Yeah, no one would keep things in a closed box.
Nobody.
Never.
I find this
Never
painting
once.
particularly bland.
I fucking hate this one.
Sucks.
Gives me a sense of ennui.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Ooh, where am I going? Ooh.
Ooh.
Look at this.
On the balcony? You could get into the bathroom from there.
Flamingo!
Oh! Actually, it looks more like a crane glass.
Oh, it looks like a flamingo.
Yes. I changed my mind.
Flamingo!
Yeah, of course, of course.
This is the thing that I was trying to pick up before.
Blow's notebook.
I transcribed the pertinent passages in my notebook.
Good. Oh, the little murder spheres.
That was already a thing. Wargrave.
Want me to read it?
Is this the one? Oh, it was the one. Interesting. Yeah, if you would.
Dearest Lawrence. It has been such years since I heard anything of you. I'm back in England and have just purchased a marvellously odd, thoroughly modern home on Shipwreck Island off of South Devon. You must come for the weekend. It's an enchanting place and we have so much to catch up on. The old days, communing with nature, although of course that has always been more in my line. Get out of that stuffy flat and come bask in the sunshine with me and a few other amusing guests on the weekend of August 8th. You take the 12:40 from Paddington, change at Plymouth for Oakbridge. A car will meet you there. I won't take no for an answer. Yours ever, Constance Comington. Damn, yeah, they had this set up. I don't think these people exist. Oh.
To be fair, this really does look like regular person notes.
Yeah,
Horribly
it does.
unorganized.
Oh, jeez.
Unlikely jewelry thief. Oh, interesting. Means keeper holes in the wall. Mari holes. Water. Oh, okay. Old lady is cleaning. Long shot from the jewelry thief.
I think she misspelled her name. It should be Vera Claythorne.
Oh. Very Claythorne. Governess, deposition, hired for security, hard up enough that she has sticky fingers among her employees. Position, bears watching. Army man enjoys living high when he can afford. Probably won't. Ends itself. Okay. Long retired. Distinguished Army record, but some rumors concerning his wife, a young officer. Yeah. This might starts to go. Rich brat, old family, youngest son. Playboy, right-wing politics, never seen him. Seems to come to war and complete again. Made steal on a... bet, I suppose. Might steal on a bet. Good old war grave. Will the country private sent more than a few villains to the gallows, not a man to be on its side. Jewel thief. If he's a jewel thief, I'll eat my hat. All these guys. Former employer died. The inquest rough on them, but was much in the chance. Most likely suspects of if jewels go missing. New servants, big temptation. I came down to do a bit of work. I think he recognized me. I don't think he recognized me. Interesting. We only saw each other a couple of times when he was in the force together before he had a little trouble. Still with a warrant for his arrest and that tidy reward. Too, I'll have to trap him here on the island where I can keep an eye on him. He may even be an accomplice to the planned theft. They won't be getting away with any jewels while I'm on the job. First things first, I need to put that boat out of commission before he finishes bringing up the bags.
He bets on who's dying first.
You!
I'm gonna guess... I don't know the names of everyone very well yet, but I'm gonna guess one of the dudes goes first.
That's a good guess. Those some odds right there.
I don't think that any of the ladies will get got first. Does this game have multiple endings? No clue.
I don't know anything about this game. This is Piph Tries. I don't... Whenever that's a thing, I am playing a game that you are currently seeing the newest
I guess Owen made sure no clocks in the house.
Knowledge.
This one has stopped.
Like right now. I've never touched the game before.
It's modern. I don't like it personally, although I suppose it fits in with the rest of the house.
Don't like it.
A radiator.
Don't like it.
You can't have enough of them, really.
Really?
It's a chair. It doesn't look very comfortable.
I hate chairs.
So I guess you probably are the jewel thief. Because you're going around literally appraising everything.
And taking everything, apparently.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Okay, do I need to, like, put the book back?
Steal his notebook.
Because all the other notes usually just disappeared, and this one, like, didn't.
I guess
They
so
don't
you
get
could
along.
read it again later.
Oh, it's in my notes.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a chair. It doesn't look very comfortable.
I assume that this guy's here
It would
because
certainly be noticed if I rifled through his luggage. I better not.
at least from what I'm guessing thus far, he's trying to find some way to clear his brother's name. Quote unquote, his brother. Who knows? He could just be the guy being like, no, that was my brother, no.
Alright, that was my brother.
Nah.
Another seabird. This one looks like an albatross. Shocking.
Shocking.
Absolutely shocking.
A hawk with a fish in its talons. The bird theme is starting to get to me.
I truly hate birds.
I would try putting it back, to be honest. I just taking it.
Yours.
Yoink.
No, you even took the flower scoop.
Oh yeah, still have that.
I can't get them to fit.
Make a laser.
If this isn't Dead Rising.
That's an interesting
Bear.
clock. A shame it doesn't seem to work.
It would certainly be noticed if I rifled through her luggage.
This is a fairly sparse makeup case.
Ooh.
Vera isn't the type to use much makeup, though.
Do you regularly check out makeup cases?
This is
No,
neither
when
the
it's-
time nor the place. I copied the contents into my notebook.
Resident Evil 4. Can you put it back?
Yeah, what, the book?
No, the newspaper clipping.
No,
it disappears.
Oh, fuck.
I don't quite understand, like, what this game's trying to do. It is baffling to a Piph. They really were just like, look at everything for a while.
That doesn't make sense.
Just gonna close this.
I'd almost swear I recognize that chap. Does he have the eyes of a killer? I'd almost swear.
You see the killer?
Does he?
I
Was it like
think
a-
I recognize this lady. Perhaps she owned the house in the past. Who knows? She may still.
I think I see a little note. It's such a low light. Here is a letter of invitation.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
God, there's That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So newspaper gets 7, I guess. Number agreement. Oh, I don't want to read all of these.
Hang on. I'll be there in a second.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Captain Lombard, let us serve as this, I'm not going to read it in an accent because it's faster. Let this serve as the formal agreement between us. As I mentioned by telephone, it is understood by my client that you are a resourceful man in a tight place, as you proved several years ago in East Africa, and more than a few times elsewhere in various other corners of the world. You may rest assured that my client knows your accomplishments very well. I'm empowered to pay you the enclosed 100 guineas in return for which you will travel to Sticklehaven, Devon.
Yeah.
On August 8th, where a motor launch will convey to you Shipwreck Island. There you will hold yourself at the disposal of my client, not for more than 1 week. Sincerely, Archibald Morris, Solicitor, Grace Inn. Okay. So he's getting paid to come here. I found a newspaper clipping in Vera's bedroom. I read it as follows. August 12, 1935. Cyril Hamilton, aged 8, has drowned in a swimming accident off the coast near Plymouth. He was being watched by his governess, Miss Vera Claythorne, but swam out too far before he could be stopped. Police have questioned her and the child's brother, Hugo Hamilton, aged 24, who was also present at the time. Both were found innocent of any negligence. It goes to mention that funeral arrangements and an address for donations. None of that is my concern.
I do not care about what I'm writing about.
So the 24-year-old brother's a point of interest, I suppose.
Also, Vera's point of interest, having a child under her care die under, like, her watch.
Yeah, it did mention that in her little, like, bio in the detective's notes, that her charge got killed. Or died, I guess.
I think this was a door I couldn't go in before. There's actually a lot of them. There's just a lot of people in these rooms.
Not for long.
Ooh, purple.
It would certainly be noticed if I rifled through her luggage. I'd better not. It's a small waste paper bin. It's empty.
Waste paper bin.
So horrible. Ow. Ow.
Collected.
What did you eat, Piph?
Probably 2 papers.
Grant's letter of invitation.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
King James Bible.
Don't copy the... No!
Nothing else to see about that.
Listen, you'd be sitting there copying that for so long.
Everybody would die, you come outside, it's just bodies everywhere. Oh, there's like a case on the bureau there. Ooh. Hello.
What about her makeup
This is
tray?
quite a makeup supply.
Damn.
Emily must be more concerned with aging than she lets on.
That hussy.
Banky. Bonk bonk. That is one soft looking blanket, dude.
Yeah.
Papal thin.
Mother bird! It's a pelican!
Yeah.
She's doing makeup tutorials, don't judge, dude.
I'm guessing Ethel went through the trouble of supplying most of the rooms with fresh flowers.
Various toiletries. Nothing of interest that I can see. Various toilet... Various
toilets.
Various...
Okay, did pick up something. What is that?
A ticket? Medical alert card? Oh no.
Oh
this
no.
bears a closer look.
To whom it may concern, please be advised that my patient, Miss Emily Caroline Brent, what's her name, Emily Brent? Is extremely allergic to insect stings, most particularly bees and wasps. She carries with her a supply of epinephrine. That dosage on the label must be injected immediately should she be stung, and professional medical attention summoned without delay. Okay. I mean, she's probably gonna die from bee injection.
I mean, most likely. But I don't think she's gonna get got immediately, you know?
I feel like that's gonna be a mini game.
A bee and her flowers?
Like having to wiggle your Wii remote to inject her with...
Must be the right amount of dosage. Wiggle your Wii remote accurately now. I don't think I'm going to do that.
Oh man. Unless I'm the killer and setting up all of this stuff.
Whoa.
That'd be fun.
Whoa.
A bee plot, if you will. Well done. A Mario Party minigame, but it's administering an EpiPen.
Okay. Have I looked at all of the people now? Can I have more conversation, please? No one sees me.
Aha! With my ear against the door, the conversation becomes quite clear.
So clear.
Brilliant mind I am for a second time.
You're so smart, me.
Did anyone else see the poem over the fireplace?
10 little sailor boys.
I hated it.
Yes, I saw it.
And here before us as the centerpiece of our table are the 10 little sailor boys themselves, all looking correct and polished.
I like a neat and tidy house, Your Honor. Robson, the man who built this house, was a sailor. Perhaps Mr. Owen inherited them from him.
Another question for Mr. Owen.
As I remember, the rhyme was about soldier boys. Highly inappropriate as I recall.
There are many variations.
You seem to know quite a bit about it, Miss Claythorne.
I was a governess before seeking secretarial work. Governesses spend a lot of time with nursery rhymes.
All gratuitously gruesome, if you ask me. So much violence in the world today.
Sometimes violence is necessary, Miss Brent.
There speaks a soldier for you.
A realist, Miss Brent, not a dreamer. If action needs to be taken, I, for one, am fully prepared to take it.
How does the famous rhyme go, Miss Claythorne?
Must we harp on this topic at dinner?
Miss Brent may be right, Mr. Marston. The rhyme is a bit gruesome. It's there over the fireplace in the parlor if you care to have a look later.
If you think so. Excellent, Neil Rogers. My compliments to both you and your good woman. You've done your employers proud.
Thank you, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Most gratifying, I'm sure. After dinner, drinks will be served in the front parlor.
Loading. Loading.
Bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence please. This is your host, UN Owen. You are charged with the following indictments. Edward George Armstrong, that you did upon the 14th day of March 1925 cause the death of Louisa Mary Cleese. Mrs. Emily Caroline Brent, that upon the 5th of November 1931, you were responsible for the death of Beatrice Taylor. William Henry Blore, that you brought about the death of James Stephen Landor on October 10th, 1928. Vera Elizabeth Claythorne, that on the 11th day of August 1935, you killed Cyril Ogilvy Hamilton. Philip Lombard, that upon a date in February 1932, you were guilty of the death of 21 men, members of an East African tribe. John Gordon Mackenzie, that on the 4th of January 1917, you deliberately sent your wife's lover, Arthur Richmond, to his death. Anthony James Marston, that upon the 14th day of November last, you were guilty of the murder of John and Lucy Combs. Thomas Rogers and Ethel Rogers, that on the 6th of May 1929, you brought about the death of Jennifer Brady. Lawrence John Wargrave, that upon the 10th day of June 1934, you were guilty of the murder of Edward Seaton. Prisoners at the bar, have you anything to say in your defense?
Doctor! Only fainted.
Never mind.
once. I'm sure she'll be fine. Naricot,
She
you get my
fainted,
bag from my
okay.
room?
Dang it. Okay.
Yes, of course.
So, my bed's still good. My bed's still good. She didn't die yet.
To get her to her room.
Of course.
Behind the kitchen, is it, Rogers?
I don't remember her room.
Thank you,
all
sir.
all
You
the
can
doors
use
look
that
the
door.
same. I was told to get the...
Yeah, hustle a little bit there, buddy.
Which one? There's one of the doors that I could go into. Which one was it? I can't recall.
I think it's one of the ones on the far left wall that you were just facing. Though I am not certain.
Ooh, a little note.
I've not gotten this one
For
yet.
me?
Yeah, I'm getting the stuff.
Oh, there's another thing.
Ooh. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this one of those puzzle-y motions?
Yeah. Whoa, whoa.
No, I can see a cursor.
Yeah, the cursor wouldn't be there.
Maybe I need to use an object on it or something?
Maybe.
Scissors, perhaps?
Nothing else to see about that.
Whoa. Whoa.
Is it? Oh, right. Hold on. Needs to look at the art. No art talkies. Interesting.
Copy your notes.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll get them. Hold on. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Coded message.
Coded message.
This bears a closer look.
Huh? 7219-010-68429.
This bears a closer look.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Code
This
something?
could use a closer look.
Code breaker cipher.
Oh, you got the Bible in the Bible. Song of Solomon 3.
There is no cause for that.
No, you got
need another thing. Yeah.
This is certainly a clue of some sort. I copied the contents into my notebook.
That woman's just dying on the ground. Decoded message. I found in Marston's room. Marston submarine. In place, continue to objective, secure beacon and buoy off west shore. Make certain homing engaged. Red light must be blinking. Additional search inland for signs of Brit int. He's a spy! Whoa. He's a German spy!
Anyway, let's get that medicine.
Bum, bum.
Knock knock. Hello.
Hello?
Knock knock. Hello. I
Hello?
don't think this is the room
No, it's
either.
not. I think it's one of the ones near like the very entrance of the stairwell.
Yeah, I'll try one of those.
Ugh, my bones.
It's over here, and then over here. Now which one? Which one? You?
I think it's
maybe?
the furthest one.
Could have done with a bit more design on these doors. This is a bathroom.
That's a bathroom. I'm wrong.
Let's try this door.
A second bathroom.
More bathroom.
That body.
This
Whoa.
kind of looks familiar. No.
Look at all the stuff everywhere.
It's a marble
Elephant.
sculpture of an elephant.
I don't think going through that...
I don't have time for you to go through that entire spiel again.
Oh, there's another door in here. Oh, that's the other door.
That's the bathroom. That's the shared bathroom. I think the one on the far end over there is the hallway. So I don't think it's that one. It might be this one. If it is against this wall. Maybe. Yes.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, 2005, baby. You're just running with it down the stairs. You try to open it, everything spills out everywhere.
Nothing else to see about that.
This way. Is she dead?
Oh, she's gone.
I think they went to the kitchen, maybe? I do remember them talking about the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
That was the kitchen. This way is right there. It's a little painful to walk around in this game.
I imagine
The
so.
player character is not from the book, he's new, and it's got multiple endings? What the fuck?
I don't know where she went.
Did they bring her up to her room?
I don't know. She's quote unquote part of the help, so I'm not sure where that room would be. Wait. Where is everyone? Where'd everyone go? All disappeared when I got
Into
the bag.
the ocean.
It's thinking.
Mrs. Rogers needs my help. I'd best try to find Dr. Armstrong's medical bag and deliver it to him immediately.
Yeah, where is he? Oh, I'm sorry. Was it not specifically, like, in my inventory?
Mrs. Rogers needs my help. I'd best try to find Dr. Armstrong's medical bag and deliver it to him immediately.
I got it. Where is he?
Sir?
That's mine now. That's mine now. That's mine now. That's mine now. That's mine now.
No need to listen to this side again.
Already figured out everything I need to know.
This could use a closer look.
Hello. Whoa. Goodbye.
Whoa,
I wonder
sequence
what's
skip.
recorded on this side.
You gotta flip the switch down there. Pop down there. Yeah, you got it.
I'm pleased to see at least one of you has thought to turn the record over. Any good house party should include party games. This weekend is no exception. I have devised several little games of the mind to challenge your wits, and I hope you find the rewards for each to be worth the effort. You'll have to discover my little amusements on your own, however. I've scattered them all over this delightful island retreat. I hope that you will find them suitably entertaining.
Bringing her to her room behind the kitchen. Okay, so it's probably on the first floor.
Behind the kitchen? No, no.
Mrs. Rogers needs my help.
Dies immediately. Multiple endings, huh? Looks like I'm getting the bad end. As I fumble around a whole bunch. You gotta open the...
Go.
She really...
Locked.
Oh, shit, dude.
No!
I should probably just go to the kitchen. Here I go into the kitchen. Hey, this way.
It's a different game than pool ball, it's not pool.
I wonder if it's one of those just like choose your ending things.
Yeah, probably snooker.
Don't call the table that. That's rude.
I will. Come on up, bud.
Dang.
No.
Is it this one?
To go out in that storm now would be reckless and...
Oh, come up and lie down.
Okay, maybe it's... You mentioned the place behind, so we don't want to go into the kitchen, but this place? Maybe we need to run forward and then interact with the door? Like this?
You find her?
Yeah, there we go.
Woman! She's dead.
Perhaps we can talk later. For now, I must see to my patient.
She's probably dead by now, but here you go.
Thank you, Mr. Narracott.
Just lays it right on top of it!
Perhaps we can talk later.
Okay.
It's a painting of a flower. Looks like a water lily.
You just leave? Are you gonna murder her in her sleep?
Maybe the things would be switched or whatever.
Maybe the water lilies killed her.
Good.
What's up, Al? You wanna say hi to stream? Kiss. Kiss.
Or maybe it's that one room that just like, I can't do anything because this dude needs a bag or something. And that's where like everyone else is, even though...
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's just like, bro, we just got called out by a record.
This record's going off the hook. Looks like somebody's smart enough to turn over the record. Now, I got some little games everyone can
Tell
play.
us about that.
Alright, just here's the tale of the donkey and the
It was
lobby.
Mr. Owen, sir. In his letter, he wrote to me to put it on the gramophone once you were all settled in here after dinner.
That was Mr. Owen's voice?
You doubt that it was?
No. I thought I recognized it. I'm sure I'm mistaken.
A disgraceful practical joke.
I wish they'd put their
Think it was
names
a joke?
What
like
else
in
could
the
it
text
be?
box to say who's
I will
talking.
need to hear more evidence before offering an opinion.
Hello, I'm evidence.
Mr. Marston and I carried Mrs. Rogers to her room. I gave her a mild sedative. She's resting comfortably.
I don't know if she needs a
Whoever it
sedative,
was
bro.
on that recording, that person knows or has taken the trouble to find out a good deal about us all. He was correct about Seton. I presided at the trial, but all I did was execute a guilty man.
I remember the case. As I recall, there was some talk.
Happily, guilt and innocence are decided by those of us qualified to make a judgment, not by gossip. Of course, there is one omission in that recording. Mr. Narracott, of course. Although to hear Mr. Blore tell it, he might have earned a place on that list had Mr. Owen been so inclined.
Well, you see, I'm a self-insert character.
I'm irrelevant to the plot, really.
Alright, bye!
Bye.
I try to talk to them. These Wii remote controls are rough. Come on. You can load. Thank you.
What was the gossip concerning the Seton case?
I'm not one to spread gossip to just anyone about a man as distinguished as Justice Wargrave. If I were certain about it, perhaps. But I'm not.
Any truth to the accusation against you?
It's a matter of interpretation, you understand. But I'd have to say, yes.
Will you tell me how it happened?
Elderly woman. Poor devil. I'd been up all night with an emergency case. My nerves were shot, hands shaking. But I had to operate. I had to try and save her. I had a pick-me-up or two to steady myself, but I bungled it. It wasn't the drink, I swear. It was an accident. Could have happened to anyone in my profession.
What brought you here to Shipwreck Island?
Owen sent me a note, asking me to have a look at his wife, who's been suffering from arthritis and muscle spasms.
That is all for now, Dr. Armstrong. The time for talk has passed.
You cleaning your feet, Sal?
Any
What?
truth to the accusation against you?
The name sounded vaguely familiar. I expect it will come to me.
God damn.
What brought you here to Shipwreck Island?
Got a wire from a pal of mine, Badger Barkley. It surprised me at the time because I had an idea the old horse had gone to Norway. Told me to roll up here.
That will be enough, Mr. Marston.
Mr. Spy? Mr. German Spy?
Okay, I have looked into it. I can explain how the different endings can be achieved, but I won't explain the context if you like. I won't if you don't want me to, though.
Hey man, you can tell me anything. Don't mind me. I'm very laid back. I'm your guy. You can say nothing or anything. You guys, you got it, man.
What's going on, Piph?
What's up?
What's going on, Piph?
Tony, get out your dinner jacket and polish your shoes. I've nosed out an invitation for us for August 8th weekend, the Owens. You don't know them. New money, I'm afraid, but they do well in drinks and diner, and there's usually a few sweet young things about to spice up the scenery. You can try out the new motor of yours at the winding lanes of Devon.
Yeah.
I'll be along later. If you don't pile it up again, get thee to Sticklehaven. Just head south till you hit water. Boat will be waiting. Your never humble servant,
Badger Barkley.
Badger Barkley.
Well, I knew you wouldn't mind, Pip. I wanted to make sure if Glass or Oz doesn't want me to reveal anything. If Pip doesn't care, I don't mind.
I'm in charge.
I shrug. I
shouldn't do that. I need to have my wits about me.
What if I combined a drinky with a drinky?
I don't think that's appropriate. That
No?
isn't such a good idea.
It's not
Perhaps another time.
Not appropriate, Pip. Since you got 3 of them, I imagine they'll be for a puzzle.
You're just gonna play the cup game.
I don't need it. But I'm no pack rat.
Bro.
Any truth to the accusation against you?
There isn't a word of truth in it. Miss Brady was always in poor health. Always. From the time we came to her.
Will you tell me how it happened?
There was a storm, as fierce as the one brewing outside right now when she was taken bad. The telephone was out of order. I went for the doctor on foot, but he got there too late.
Were you mentioned in the will?
Barely. Certainly not what we were led to believe. She was just saying it, you see, to ensure our devotion to her. Beg pardon. I'm not sure what came over me just then. The strain of tonight, I expect, and worry over Mrs. Rogers, of course.
What brought you here to Shipwreck Island?
Isn't that obvious, sir? My wife and I were hired through an agency in Plymouth. Manservant, housekeeper, cook, that's what we are.
Very kind of you to give me your time, Mr. Rogers.
Your time, Mr. Rogers.
Such time.
Such lovely time you have.
Be ashamed.
If I were to take it.
I will be right back.
You're.
Should we wait for a glass?
Yeah, someone might say something funny.
What?
Go on without me. It's fine.
No. I also need, like, a really quick bite. I will be back. I am rumbling up a storm over here.
Alright.
What kind of idiot builds a house on a place called Shipwreck Island? Someone who doesn't think they're an idiot, apparently. I'm sleepy. I shouldn't be sleepy. I only woke up a few hours ago. Maybe I'll get me a cup of tea, but I'll wait till other people get back. warm. How long did I sleep for? I might have woken up in the middle of the cycle. Oh, I probably did. I had like stress dreams last night, so I didn't sleep well. But I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. And it's all kinds of fucked up. How's everybody doing this evening? Cold. Oh, class and cold. Ugh. Well, Al, where are you going? Little biscuit. You want to send my lap out? Yeah, okay, hang on. Come here, bud. Come on down. Come in. Al, don't snorsh on the mic. Hey! Oh, sit down. Buddy, don't do it. Go on, go that way. Itchy. Ay, ay, ay. This music is so melancholy. Jesus. got your new VR headset strap after it broke during the New Year's Desert Bus stream. I didn't know it broke. Congrats for getting a fixed one. Press forward to play VR it's in the back of the bus. Oh, Jesus. Where did everyone go? The yawns are attacking me. Ah! Get them away! Oh, here comes Piph.
How are you?
Hello! Alright, trade out. I gotta go make tea. I'll be back.
Okay. It's just me and you now, Chad. Welcome. Well. Tea is pretty good. I was very happy to be able to use my emergency munchies, which was basically like a few crackers, some milk, and salmon jerky. Just one salmon jerky. It was nice. I'm surprised I got back before glass. Thought it was taking too long, because I was also like, I did finally get to have some salmon jerky. I should actually try out like different types. The one I got was pretty good. I also just got like salmon recently, like 2 days ago, I want to say. 3. And man, I really like salmon. Salmon is so good. Not a huge fish guy? Fair.
It took me quite a bit of time to even enjoy, like, tuna.
Hello.
Hello. But I'm freaking nuts for salmon. Salmon's amazing.
He's silly for salmon.
I am silly for salmon. Oz is now up. Making tea.
It's a cycle. Much like murder.
It's weird, because my cycle started and ended while your cycle was going, then Oz's cycle started.
Will the circle be unbroken?
Is that a York peppermint patty?
I am high.
I can hear it. What is it? Glass will not tell me. It shall be secret.
I have some leftover dinner.
Oh. So, I have taken a wrong turn down an alleyway, and I was bombarded by Palia, the new MMO farming game. And I have to say, I have been having a good time. I will say, it is definitely an MMO, and God does it want your time. God does it want your time so badly. It's not constantly asking you to get on and play, but to play the game requires a lot of time. Which, I mean, if you're going to make an MMO, you kind of have to have those in your game. Not in a very... how do I put this? Not a wide variety of things you can possibly make for your character creation. It's cool that you get to, like, recreate your stuff. Like, if you don't like your look, you can change it, which is very nice. I didn't have enough tools or accessories to, like, make a lot of the other characters I really wanted. So I was able to make Ned without his armor, I guess. The most striking visuals of any of my humanoid characters. Or any of my human characters, I guess.
The most man.
Other than that, you've been going through Final Fantasy IX. That's been neat. Been trying to catch up on video project stuff, and those have been rough. I've been trying to just like get these out like nice and quick, and then try to move on to the next one. But I keep getting like revision like stuff. So that's been halting my progress a bit. Also, how have you guys been enjoying the new series? All one of the new series. Piph tries.
It's not like your fancy Netflix.
You guys can go on ahead. My tea's still gonna take like another 5 or so minutes, so.
Okay.
Any truth to the accusation against you?
I remember Seaton perfectly well. Playwright, not a very good one. Charged with the murder of a chorus girl. He was very ably defended and made a good impression on the jury. Nevertheless, it was clear to me he'd done it.
Will you tell me how it happened?
Nothing remarkable about it at all. I summed up accordingly, and the jury brought in a verdict of guilty. Hung himself in his cell 3 days later. Saved the crown the expense of doing it for him.
The law can be wrong sometimes.
Perhaps, but I never am.
What brought you here to Shipwreck Island?
I received a letter from an old friend, Lady Constance Culmington, inviting me for the weekend. It's exactly the kind of vague, incoherent letter she would write. It's as simple as that.
I am grateful for your assistance, Judge Wargrave.
Oh yeah, was there like a was there a confirmation on like the multiple endings thing, or?
Let's scroll up. Okay, so there are 4 different endings. One involves saving one character, another involves saving a different character, another involves saving both characters, and one involves saving neither. The actual murderer is different from the original novel's ending, but once you beat the game, you'll get one final puzzle that, when solved, will play the original ending.
Oh. Interesting.
Any truth to the accusation against you?
About that child, Cyril Hamilton. I was nursery governess to him.
Will you tell me how it happened?
I'd like to tell you. Cyril was forbidden to swim out far. One day, my attention was distracted. I couldn't get there in time. It was awful. But it wasn't my fault. At the inquest, the coroner exonerated me. Oh, and his mother. She was so kind. If she didn't blame me, why should this awful thing be said?
Are you sure you're telling me everything?
I'm telling you all I'm going to, Mr. Narracott.
What brought you here to Shipwreck Island?
I was engaged through an agency to be Mrs. Owen's secretary. Nothing remarkable in that, is there?
A pleasure as always, Miss Claythorne. Any truth to the accusation against you?
Fellow got hold of a detestable rumor, nothing more. Arthur Richmond was one of my officers. I sent him on a reconnaissance, he was killed. Natural course of events in wartime.
Thank you, General.
Oh, I did not talk to everyone.
Interesting history Shipwreck Island has. I studied up on it before I came down.
What are the names of those 2 people I'm accused of killing?
John and Lucy Combs. I made a note of it.
Must have been a couple of kids I ran over near Cambridge. Beastly bad luck.
For them, or for you?
Well, I was thinking for me, but of course you're right, sir. It was damned bad luck on them. Of course it was a pure accident. They rushed out of some cottage or other. Beastly nuisance. English roads are hopeless, of course. Can't get up a decent pace on them. Well, anyway, it wasn't my fault.
Bro, you about to get got first? bro. Bye, bro.
Some bros just can't hold their liquor.
This man is dead.
God damn!
This man is dead.
No loss.
Kinda not, really.
Do you think it was suicide?
You conduct yourself well, Mr. Narracott, if you don't mind my saying so. Mr. Blore has told us that you are not what you appear, yet you told him you were not a detective.
No, sir. But I've read many detective novels. I even had one of those junior detective kits when I was a boy. Magnifying glass, fingerprint powder.
Junior detective kit. Wonderful.
Ah, an amateur sleuth, then. You appear to have something of a gift for it.
About the suicide, Judge.
I'm not yet prepared to offer an opinion.
What do you think
Yeah,
that
someone
record means?
just died.
May I answer that in a moment after asking a question of my own?
Of course.
Does anyone know Mr. Owen's full name?
My letter was signed only UN Owen.
Yes, UN Owen. Or, by a slight stretch of fancy, unknown.
We know.
I'll now answer your question, Mr. Narracott. The name, the recording, the circumstances under which all but you were lured to this island. I have no doubt in my mind that we have been invited here by a madman, very possibly a dangerous, homicidal lunatic.
Did you know Marston before he arrived here today?
I knew his father, the Duke, and his elder brother. Like so many younger sons of his class, Anthony Marsden was a bit of a wastrel, as you will have gathered. There were other rumors of late, of his dabbling in politics, but this is not the proper forum for that discussion.
Why did you retire, Judge?
I know there was talk about my competence, even my ego running wild, but the truth of it is very simple. My health. A lifetime sentencing my fellow man, and now a higher power has passed judgment on me.
Good evening, Judge.
Enough talking to you.
All right.
Did Marston choke to death?
You can call it choking if you like. He died of asphyxiation right enough.
Was Marston poisoned?
Can't say exactly. Everything points to one of the cyanides. No distinctive smell of prussic acid. Probably potassium cyanide. It acts pretty well instantaneously.
Was there something in the whiskey?
Yes, without a doubt.
Do you think it was suicide?
Seems like it.
Y'all are writing this off real quickly. Oh my goodness.
Could he have been murdered?
Not my line of country. I'm a doctor, not a detective.
Did you know Marston before he arrived here today?
Not I. Personally or professionally.
What do you think that record means?
A disgraceful and heartless practical joke, I suppose.
That is all for now, Dr. Armstrong.
Dreadful tale that is. Crazy son of a gun that it would be.
Crazy joke. Anyway, time to inspect
Do
this.
you think Marston committed suicide?
Just suicide.
Yes. In my experience, certain types of individuals, when faced with their sin, will then commit the greater one.
Did you know Marston before he arrived here today?
No.
What do you think that record means?
There is something very peculiar about it.
I overheard you mention St. Trednick to Miss Claythorne.
I was staying at a seaside hotel near St. Trednick this same week of August 4 years ago. That boy Cyril Hamilton drowned near there. It was the talk of the town. His half-brother was much older. Hugo, I think his name was. Cyril was a vile child, by all accounts, but first in line for the family title and estates. When he died, it all went to Hugo. He was just about Miss Claythorne's age. There was talk of something between them.
You're suggesting Vera let the boy drown so the man she loved could inherit?
That would be idle gossip. I don't indulge in idle gossip. I've only told you the facts of the case as I remember them.
Thank you, Miss Brent. Do you think Marston committed suicide?
I shouldn't have said Mr. Marston was a suicidal type of gentleman at all.
What?
Did you know Marston before he arrived here today?
Never clapped eyes on him. And who gave you the authority to question us?
You're under no obligation to answer me. What do you think that record means?
I don't like it. Not one bit. Very queer, the whole situation.
That'll do, Mr. Bloor.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Oh no.
I have returned. Marston is the dead guy on the ground, the guy who was driving a fast car and killed kids with it, and also was a German spy.
Do you think Marston committed suicide?
He didn't seem particularly
Oh, did I just miss homophobia?
Of course, the record might have set
He
him off
said
somehow.
very
New
queer
incident long after
situation
the
this
fact
all
may
is, pretty
create a
much.
strong feeling of guilt or
that's
fear.
a homophobia.
Wouldn't you say, Doctor? Possible. Quite possible.
Dude, he is like half a foot away from that dead guy.
Did you know Marston before he arrived here today?
Heard of him, but we'd never crossed paths, or swords.
What do you think that record means?
There is something wrong with this entire weekend, and especially with our host, Mr. Owen.
I believe we're all coming around to that conclusion.
Yes,
basically
but I know
the-
something you don't, Judge.
A nice
is
way
that?
of saying, yeah, dummy.
I recognize the voice on that recording, and it was definitely not Mr. Owen.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Narracott. Not until I think things through a bit more.
Good
Not
evening,
until I
Mr.
use
Moore.
my brain.
Do you think Marston committed suicide?
You'd never think he would kill himself. He was so alive. When he came down that hill in his car, he looked... Oh, I can't explain.
Evil!
Did you know Marston before he arrived here today?
No, he... I'm sure I would have remembered.
Steady, Miss Claythorne. Lad had his faults, you know.
Yeah! What?
Yeah,
think
don't
that
be so
record
eager to jump him.
It was unfair, what it said. Very unfair.
You seem to be a remarkably perceptive girl, Miss Claythorne.
Why, thank you, Mr. Narracott.
Is there anything you can tell me about our fellow castaways?
Castaways? You make it sound so...
Romantic?
I was going to say dramatic. Let me see. No one has confided any secrets to me, I'm afraid. Oh, except one.
That is...
I really don't know you well enough to answer you.
A good evening to you, Miss Claythorne. Stay safe.
Oblivion fucking NPC dialogue circle pops up.
Circling around, threaten, compliment,
Course.
coerce.
Do you think it was suicide?
How dare you? My wife died of natural causes, sir. A long illness, nothing more.
I meant Marston.
Yeah.
Marston? No honor in
My
him
wife?
that I could see.
Did you know Marston before he arrived here today?
No, I don't think so. Not a military man, I'd wager. Lombard now. He reminds me of someone from my command. But the name wasn't Lombard.
What do you think that record means?
Ugly. After 30 years. Ugly thing to say.
Thank you, General. Stay well.
Stay well.
Where have you been, Rogers?
I went to check on my wife, sir. She
She's
is resting
dead.
comfortably. But I'm afraid I have some distressing news. Oh? One of the china figures of the sailor boy has been broken off.
Chapter 2. 9 little sailor boys sat up very late. One overslept himself, and then there were 8.
So, wife's gonna get got?
Filthy night. I tried to go out to get some more wood for the fire, but the wind drove me back.
A storm like that will keep us all indoors.
My apologies for the accommodations, Mr. Narracott, but all the beds are taken.
Makes one wonder where the Owens were planning to sleep, doesn't it?
A good servant follows instructions, sir. He does not question his employer, unless you'd like to share the deceased's room with the corpse.
This will do fine.
Damn.
Thank you, Rogers.
I'll wish you
Are
a
you
good
saying
night,
that you put the corpse in his own room and was just like, yeah, that'll do?
Hey, man.
I guess
That's
they
his
needed to
room.
put the corpse somewhere, but dang.
Everyone should be sound asleep by now. Good time for a little stealth work.
Time to be a sneaky.
Where's that recorder? That's not the recorder. Yeah, there, the gramophone.
Do you think they tucked him in bed? Gosh. I kind of hope so.
Using my brain, using my brain.
There goes Piph, he's using his brain.
Get out of the way. He's using his brain.
Da, da, da. This is great.
E, E, E,
E,
E,
E, E,
That isn't such a good idea.
E,
E.
E,
I don't think that's appropriate.
E, E.
It's got power, but it still doesn't seem to be working.
You gotta put them in backwards?
Battery.
Nope, it really just wants to do that.
Just has to be that way and that way only.
It's got power.
It's got the power.
I put in the things from the other thing.
Well, considering this is an old radio, I assume there must be something with an antenna or something somewhere.
This music is so somber.
It's got power. It's got power.
Do you think we could find the OST on YouTube?
Oh, certainly.
Maybe it needs very specific tools.
It's got power.
My bet is that it's something else. That's my bet.
Just gonna leave those in there.
Glass has been kicked out of Vegas.
Oh.
Makes a sad cat sound on the street.
Meow. Meow.
Detective, detective. Detecting, detective.
Excuse me, he's an amateur sleuth.
The flower stuck to bits of it.
Whoa.
I see nothing remarkable. I can't see anything of interest.
Piph turns into a door.
There is no cause for that.
No cause for that, good sir. Maybe,
I can't get them to fit.
maybe throw in all the other classes
There is
that
no
you
cause
have
for that.
available. Compare, contrast.
They don't get along.
They are not friends.
Do not put them in the same room.
Let them sniff each other from under the door for a bit first. What's
There
up,
is no
Al?
cause for that.
Do you not get along? Come on up.
Do I need to look at it closely with the telescope?
Those don't work together.
Do I need to look at it with a flashlight?
There is no cause for that.
Do
Piph, there's no cause for that.
Those don't work together.
Oh, maybe I just have to have that in my hand to like compare it to other fingerprint things I might be able to find around.
I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't
Probably.
do that. No need to call on
people's like individual rooms.
I won't do that. That isn't going to help. Perhaps
Although
another time.
everyone's sleeping.
I don't think that's appropriate.
I'm just a smidge lost is all.
You gotta be snooping.
Ooh, this place. I don't think I was here before. Oak.
A little scary. Yeah, this music's making me sleepy.
Property of Teresa Robson. I transcribed the interesting passages into my notebook.
Teresa Robson.
Alright, time to read, I guess.
Alright.
Shores.
Or a leisurely hunt on the placid shores of Slapton lay Pied Avoset, Recroviros Taravoset. Jesus Christ. The plentiful Pied Avosets that once frequented the brackish inlets have now disappeared from the island completely. This is unfortunate, but there is hope for a remedy. As of this writing, there are talks of recolonization. Recolonization. Damn, wow. From the continent underway. The prospects of success for such a venture, however, are not good, as proven by the wide-scale failed attempt to reintroduce... Page 15. Although, as with a great number of wetland birds, the total number varies annually depending on the amount of seasonal flooding. Sparrowhawk, Accipitornissus, a small bird of prey in the family Accipiridae, is widespread, with those indigenous to northern climes being migratory. The sparrowhawk is a raptor with short wings and a long tail, giving it the necessary agility to maneuver through the dense... With his thick seed-eater's bill, the male's head is colored bright yellow, with a black eye stripe and throat. Its back is heavily streaked with broad brown stripes. The female has a grayish rump, and the shoulders are grayish rump and shoulders. They are ground nest builders and typically lay clutches of 2 to 5 eggs. The call of the curl bunting is easily recognizable by its rattling trill. Once driven near extinction, they are currently enjoying a population boom in and around South Hams. South Hams?
South Hams.
Yeah, I guess whoever owned this house was obsessed with birds.
Holder. Seems like a long time since
What?
it's been used. A rather beautifully made globe of the world.
rather stunning.
I don't know what I just took, but I took it.
I don't know either. It's yours now.
The drawer is locked.
Tape.
Well, maybe that's what I need for the thing.
I don't know what that was. Come on, Piph. Come on, Piph.
Just taking everything. What? How?
God, what do we even got?
Card. Look.
Let me examine this further.
Powerful friends. Want to shine some light on the matter? Flowery speeches may win you new friends. You and Owen.
Flowery speeches may win you a few friends. Flowery, huh?
Okay.
This could use a closer look.
Orchard, garden, apiary, grotto, house, jetty, ruined village. Whoa. Shiprock summit. Whoa.
Jetty.
Throw flour on it, says chat.
Bake it like bread.
Mm-hmm. Give it some egg wash.
Do we even have flour anymore?
Do you have it in the pipe? The turkey baster?
Oh yeah, the turkey baster. E.
There is no cause for that.
No.
No, on the card, the flowery card.
Those don't work together.
Damn. And you got a stamp! An ink pad. An ink pad and a stamp.
I can't see anything of interest.
Your Honor, Cat is just saying shit. They don't get along. They're made for each other. Tape. Oh, use the flower on the tape. That'll have a fingy print on it. That's not tape.
Aha! A fingerprint.
What?
Yeah, I powdered
on
the
the
glass.
glass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, you're trying to get the fingerprint. Yeah.
This bears a closer look.
Oh, there's a little smooch at the bottom.
Looks like I might have gotten the killer's prints. Lucky me.
Either that or it's just Marston's prints because that was
I can't
his
see
cup.
anything of interest.
Okay, I got a.
Take the bulb out of the lamp.
How?
I don't know. Combine an
A
old
bit of elbow grease can't undo.
I use the combine button on the thing to uncombine it.
Uncombine.
That's impressive. Walks over to you and uncombines.
I can't take that apart.
Piph with your radiation powers.
Piff's uncombining folks left and right.
You gotta get the armed guards in here.
Some things once done cannot be undone.
Damn.
I can't take that apart. Some things once done.
Sorry, I'm drawing something and it looks silly.
There. Back to their original state.
A heavy wheel of aged cheese. And I got a piece of cheesecloth. Do I put it with this thing?
There is no cause for that.
No. Cheesecloth. Cheese. Combine cheese with.
Oh, Piff's thinking. Watch out, everybody.
Kind of
thing could I possibly combine cheese with? What if
Wine?
I...
They don't get along.
What if I have this with the weird basket thing?
I can't get them to fit.
I thought it would, like, squeeze the cheese through and make cheese pieces. What if I looked at this
I see
cheese?
nothing remarkable. I'm afraid it's stuck that way.
This stem.
I can't get them to fit.
And they really give you a lot of pocket stuff. Really just kind of fill up those things. Jeez. I feel like there's another thing I can do with this, but I have no clue what it would be.
I don't think you have it yet.
This might be important. Left 28, right 11, left 49. Red light must blink. New weapon in grotto.
I mean, it's probably like the fucking German sub shit.
Well, we do know where the grotto is.
Mm-hmm.
What could we possibly do now? More things to pick up. Great. These darts? Is that another book? More books. Can I get more books? Can I get more books? Oh, thanks. Thanks.
How many books can you put in there?
I transcribed the pertinent passages in my notebook.
No.
More.
I transcribed the
This game
pertinent
if you don't
passages
like
in my
reading.
notebook. I transcribed the pertinent passages in my notebook.
Piph just starts melting.
I think I heard a click. I could be imagining it, though. I think I heard a click. I could be imagining it, though.
I think I heard a click. I think that's just my imagination at this
Possibly I
point.
heard a click.
Take it, whatever this is. Mine.
Normally, I would never violate someone's privacy this way. However, given the circumstances, I will examine the entries for clues and transcribe any passages I find pertinent.
Let's see. Save passage. Oh, but this is diary. whole section of the house isn't really important to me anymore. I rarely venture past the game room to fight his feeble protests. I know he wouldn't really want me to invade his private sanctum, but really, you could not find a more cliche way to conceal a secret passage. I often wonder if Elmer has any sense at all. Might as well live at sea. It's the only place where he seems to control his faculties. Truly, the albatross is the most graceful bird in motion. A photograph does it absolutely no justice. Most other birds, now we're getting into gossip territory, that turn up on this benighted speck of island look completely absurd. Flitting about.
Yeah, flitting.
I must get away from here. I feel cooped up. If Elmer doesn't change his ways, and soon he may discover how like an albatross I can be. What?
See how albatross-like I can be.
Sorry, El. Elmer tried to get me on the schooner again this afternoon. I barely made it to the deck. It's absurd, really. But I feel as if the entire ocean were a gaping bottomless pit, and any boat, no matter how large or seaworthy, is still little more than a leaf capable of being sunk into its smothering darkness at any moment. Elmer can be stubborn, but at least he gives in to reason eventually. He is... We are selling the house to Gabrielle Steele, the actress, and moving back to the mainland. Interesting. So this place is Gabriel's place? And moving back to the mainland, though I dread an ensuing trip across the channel, I told him I could... Sorry, I'm just like putting some things together. Interesting. Although I dread the ensuing trip across the channel, I told him I can certainly bear it knowing I never have to go near another island. Of course, it was just like Elmer to point out that England is an island. Very funny. I can't say that I'm much taken with Miss Steele. She sauntered through the house today as if she already owned it, practically ignoring us. She came with two small, bookish men who followed her around like lapdogs. One of them was furiously taking notes as the diva dictated her grandiose plans for parts of the house, making no secret of her dislike of certain aspects. My precious birds! And her ideas for remodeling. A screening room? I can imagine her spending countless hours in there watching her own films, basking in her own brilliance. That is interesting.
Well, the one like older lady who had all the makeup, that might be an actress.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That
technically she could just actually be playing somebody else, kind of thing.
She could be playing somebody else. I guess it would link with what Mr. McGee over here said of like, she seems to be more worried about her aging than I initially thought when he looked at like her makeup thing. Maybe she is older than she's trying to let on.
We're just trying to look like a different person.
Or that.
That's my bets at the moment. Just from those two pieces of information. Now I had to play through all of these other bits.
Let me examine
examining this closer. Talk is cheap, and rumors can be ugly. Keep your secrets safe.
There is no cause for that.
I combine them all together.
Exodia.
It's a shortwave radio. It could be useful if I could get it working. It seems to be missing quite a few parts. This is an odd sort of power cord. Doesn't seem to fit into a regular socket. Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never will be slaves. Oh, makes the eyes water a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, man.
What's up, Alucard?
Boxes. Nothing of use in them.
Boxes.
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 Enough.
Oh, I do know the combination of this. Was it left? I cannot recall. Boxes. Left 28. That was 29. 28, 11, 40. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'll write it down, my little bookie. Come here, little bookie. L.
Bookie.
28. Right, 11. Left, 49. Fun, fun, fun for everyone.
How was I? Oh. Left. Ah, damn it. Come on. E. $28. Right. Oh, this is so hard. I have to turn this with the Wii remote.
Oh, Jesus.
Then left 49, was it?
Ah, what are you doing? Get down from there. Get down. Oh, boy.
The handle jiggles but won't open. I must have dialed in the wrong combination.
Try again, Piph. You can do it.
Okay, it depends on what they mean by left and right. Do they... Is this right or left?
Now I have to start again from the beginning.
Hang on, I gotta go play with Al. He's being antsy.
So I feel like this is left, right? I'm not mistaken about that.
It feels left. I think clockwise is right, like the top is moving right.
The handle jiggles but won't open. I must have dialed in the wrong combination.
Bullshit!
I feel like I'm back in middle school.
The handle jiggled.
I hate this.
Now I have to start again from the beginning.
Yeah, Piff's playing on real hardware. This is
start again from
real
the beginning.
Wii. I'm pretty sure clockwise is right also.
I think I heard a click. I could be imagining it, though. Ha! It's open.
I'm grabbing this entire thing.
It is
Alright.
ours.
That's in
Oh.
our pocket.
Yep.
Where'd it go? There it is. Sturdy rubber raft?
Nothing else to see about that?
Oh, like to get out. Oh, cool. AEEEHLRSTUVW. EEEE.
This bears a closer look.
Powerful friends.
Want to shine some light on the matter? Flowery speeches may win you a few friends.
I think these cards fit to one of these things, but I don't know which one to what.
Let me examine this further.
Talk is cheap, and rumors can be ugly. Keep your secrets safe. Didn't one of the people say that rumors can be ugly? Or that specifically that was an ugly rumor?
Yeah, somebody did say that.
Who was that?
I don't recall offhand.
I think I need to match up the cards to the people. But if that's the case, why is there 12 people here? Well, let's make some mistakes.
Woo!
This could use a closer look.
Talk is cheap. Words can be ugly, keep your secret safe.
That isn't such a good idea. Perhaps another time. That doesn't make sense. That isn't going... I won't do that. That isn't This is not... Perhaps... I don't think... That isn't... This is not... That doesn't make...
Okay. If I am going to be using those, which I still think is the case, I'll need to do this later.
It looks like there might be a sliding panel here.
Yeah? Oh, maybe it's supposed to spell out something.
Oh, like each capital kind of thing?
Yeah. Something like that. Well, I'm solving puzzles like a madman over here. Sniffs in a room. I found several secret passages. think I want to go in here because that was that other thing that I was trying to get working. So now we got this tube. Oh. There was a third slot I couldn't see.
It needs something to improve the reception.
It does need an antenna.
I was right.
Telescope so we can see something.
Very silly, Piph.
Oh,
That isn't such a good idea.
I left myself on fire doing that.
do I have anything to, like, cut it up at all? I got this scoop that I can technically, like, freaking use it as, like, a spade.
There is no cause for that.
Alright. Okay. Scoop antenna, maybe. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Fresh flowers. Quite pretty.
Flowers, the floral speech.
It won't
is
help
that
my
it?
brother if I'm drowned in the storm.
Said something about that.
This bears a closer look.
Talk is cheap.
No, there was one about like making friends with like floral poems or something.
This
Flowery
could use a
speech.
closer look.
Yeah.
Powerful friends. Shining a light on...
Perhaps another time.
I don't know. I don't want that. This is a lot more thinking than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I solved so many puzzles, yet still so lost.
Like it feels like you're solving all the background puzzles and not like the actual like.
It's a shortwave
like,
radio.
main
It
story
could be
puzzles.
useful if I could get it working. It seems to be missing quite a few parts. It's a shortwave radio.
Do you need lime? You need cheese?
Oh, Piph, we all need cheese.
That doesn't make sense. That isn't going to... That isn't such a good idea.
There is a lot of optional side quests from what I read.
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never will be slaves. Oh, makes the eyes water a bit.
Do you have pen and paper? Yeah, I got pens and paper and pens and paper. My mind's losing it.
Yeah, you've been there for 3 hours.
We can call it.
That's true.
Give your mind a break.
I guess I wouldn't mind just checking out the rest of the oh, it's my little flashlight.
Oh, we found a section for it.
It's to look at the dark places. I'm gonna break into the sick person's room.
Whoever it is, please leave us. My wife needs her rest.
Sorry about that, Rogers.
Not at all.
Police, open up.
The refrigerator hardly seems large enough for a...
I'm not gonna look into it.
Copper pots.
Put a body in there.
Copper pots.
Oh, it is copper pots. It's below. I see.
It's a sturdy...
It's a sturdy... Where's that press? I thought it was in here. Maybe it's in the, like, kind of closet area?
The larder is very well stocked. No need to call unnecessary. I don't need to... The larder...
He's just pointing around at shit.
Where is that press? There was a press here, right?
It's a sturdy...
I tried to put, like, fruit in it or something.
I think it's by the sink. Looks kind of like a press.
Can't seem to interact with it.
Hmm.
Okay, we're here.
Nine little sailor boys. 9 little sailor boys. 9 little sailor boys.
9. You still have more use for the tape. My goodness. Multi-use.
We probably gotta get even more fingerprints.
Yeah.
I can't see anything of interest.
I can't see anything.
It's on dock.
So I can't go outside. I have not been upstairs at all.
Oh.
In the dark. We got this kind of upper staircase biz.
These are very expensive linens. I bet they're very strong.
Very strong, fine silk sheets.
Nothing else to see about that.
Let's see if I can take it
Some
apart.
things.
Assuming those are the sheets that the Ethel lady was talking about, having the initials on them.
GS, yeah, it was Gabrielle Steele, wasn't it?
I think so.
Like you're stealing from me.
Why do I need the flashlight for this upper area? Was it to specifically get those linens? Knowing this game, the answer is yes. Which one was his room?
Who is his?
The dead boy.
Oh,
I assume this
There's nothing I can do for the victim now.
this one, yeah, they did tuck him into bed. They did tuck him into the bed. Why did they tuck him in? Why?
Go to sleep, young boy.
Oh, you found it. Oh gosh.
I see nothing I see nothing.
Spin. Am I just going into people's rooms while they're sleeping?
like a little creep?
Yeah, there's just a person there.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
I copied the contents.
What? I'm sorry, what? Oh, this is my own notes about things, I see.
That's how I sleep too.
It's a rather bland landscape.
So bland.
A radiator. You can't have enough of them, really.
I love how he's talking so loudly to this man who is sleeping.
Spin, spin, spin. Oh boy. Alright, I can, forgot I could do this. Save. Okay. Hope I didn't already mess up.
It's fine.
Ah, man.
We'll find out.
I might have to look up at least what the next step is. Otherwise, I'm going to be trudging around this place for, like, no reason. Alright.
Scary sounds.
I might continue this on my own channel, just to, like... I'm not quite sure how being lost is going to be entertaining for the Stabbiness channel.
Yeah, for sure.
But tell us a little bit about your experience.
Well, a few things. One, this is the most puzzly mystery game I have ever been in. It is almost strictly puzzles. And, like, little tidbits and pieces and, like, working with a whole bunch of things where it's just like, oh, yeah, you can combine things. Did you know also if you have one item and you try to combine that, you disassemble them? I'm like, this is crazy, dude. I did not even think of that possibility. I can get why, like, figuring out the mechanics is its own, like, biz.
Scoop.
From what I can tell, you can't soft lock yourself. You can complete every chapter with info you need, but other optional minigames can give you more info to piece things together.
Pretty cool. I wonder how I'll save both. Save one, save other, or save none. We'll figure it out. Next time on Agatha Christie's and Then There Were None. I did not know she made video games.
Well, I don't know if she did, but
Says it right there.
I guess
This
you're
is
right.
real Clive Jericho's.
Dude, they gotta get her at the Game Awards.
Clive Barker's Jericho. Agatha Christie's and Then There Were None.
Hopefully, by the end of it, there will be none.
Yeah.
I'll try to expound a little bit more. I'm really liking this, but it's also one of those, like, it hit me right in my Piph weakness, which is not knowing what to do. It really gets me. And I'm like, that's like all puzzle games. That's like the entire point of it. But it's definitely one of those, like, it dumps you out and then, like, looks at you and just goes like, well, go and do it. And you're like, do what? And they look at you.
Do what, huh?
I do really admire this game for how many things it throws at you and how many things you have to just, like, really logic together. Like, they're like, oh, this is a weird plug, and I'm like, I bet you that's the thing that attaches to, like, this lamp that I just mysteriously disassembled.
And voila.
And so it shall be. I do really like the kind of, like, unhinged, like, speaking pattern everybody has.
Yeah, no, the voice acting is pretty funny.
I love
The
it.
voice acting
but it's
is
funny.
amazing.
I love it.
it's really cool how detective-y this thing is. Also, as I imagine, the Wii really does make every single game it touches lower in quality.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying that the game is bad. I'm saying that this game is functionally worse because it needs to be connected to the Wii mode.
Yeah.
At the very least, though, you're able to play it, though, because I wasn't too sure if you'd be able to
True.
on PC.
He was worried.
I do like going like, alright, time... scoop! How to... Scoop.
How do I scoop?
And I'm like, freaking like, wiggling it around constantly and like turning and twisting and pushing and pulling and like flipping and things like that, but I didn't like try to flick it. And you're like, why would you it's like, why would you be throwing...
That's gonna get flour everywhere.
And you're like, you're actually just like normally like scooping it. And I tried to do like a scoop motion, they're like, no, you're doing the wrong motion. You're supposed to like flick it like you're trying to do like a lever or something like that. And then, like, God, they're like, oh, you know the combination to this thing. I'm like, oh yeah, great, can I put that in? Use the Wii remote. You have very little control how much you can spin each thing. I'm like, oh, it's sensitive too. Oh no. It's so much easier doing this in real life or in a, like, computer thing. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn it so gently and like just so, and have it not think that I'm going in the opposite direction, and then it will yell at me. Did you actually play it off the disc, or is your Wii modded? Both. My Wii is modded and it's playing off the disc. This is actually physically everything in its proper place, except the Wii is hard modded to specifically allow the like analog to get to digital. So I'm actually using a Wii. I'm actually using a Wiimote. I'm actually using the like sensor bar, and everything's going like.
And everything is going according to plan.
Yeah. No one's gonna know I did it. Anyway, bye everybody.
Bye.